Hi, it's Golf Travel Guru here. I interviewed Phil Mickelson years ago on my radio show, and he was one of the most glib, introspective, and articulate athletes I've ever met. But I want the old Phil Mickelson back. The one that smiled a lot with those extra dose of goofy thumbs up, those toothy grins. The same one that was hilarious when he would trash talk celebs and fellow pros on the match series on TNT. The lefty that wore a visor and long sleeve dress shirt would play golf, the pedal to the metal style that was a joy to watch for both hackers like me and other pros. Sadly, all we get these days is a rail-thin guy that sort of looks like Philly Mick and whose main job is to be a flamethrower on social media for Live Golf. After going dark for several months on Twitter, Mickelson has resurfaced as a sort of Greg Norman light type individual with a wild response to a tweet by a follower about a Ryder Cup style match that would pit LIV golfers against PGA Tour golfers. Amazingly, Lefty tweeted the shoot from the hip, in your face response. He said, "It sounds great, but we would dominate them so soundly and it would be over so quickly that TV would have to fill an hour of dead time. That's why it's not going to be happening at this time." Mickelson used to rule Twitter with his witty repartee and awesome takes and content. Now he just seems vindictive and desperate to ridicule the PGA Tour every chance he gets. Philly Mick may have gained tons of loot with his move to LIV, reportedly $200 million. But he has lost a lot and will continue to lose a lot. Things money just can't buy. The Ryder Cup captaincy is not going to happen. A starring role as a Masters ceremonial starter is probably not in his future. Major corporate sponsors have scattered and they'll be scarce. He'll never rule the WM Phoenix Open inside and out the ropes like he used to. The match will go on without him. The list is really too long and painful to itemize here. Fact is, Phil used to be the face of the PGA Tour along with Tiger. Both were predicted to be trusted elder statesmen of the game with valued opinions. Who would have envisioned that Tiger, with all his troubles and foibles in recent years, would emerge as the more authentic of the two? Many of Phil's harshest critics maintain his always smiling, folksy act was just that, an act. Equally sad is Phil's golf game. When he joined LIV, he literally gave up his chance to take a home run trot after his surprising win in the 2021 PGA Championship as a 50-year-old who ranked 115th in the world at that time. If Mickelson would have bet on himself, he would have cleaned up and perhaps not needed that $200 million. The odds of him winning were a whopping 250 to 1 at the beginning of the week. Since joining LIV, Mickelson looks like a shell of the guy who pulled off the improbable victory at Kiawah Island. The six-time major winner and World Golf Hall of Fame member rarely breaks 70 anymore. Get this, last year on LIV, he ranked 39th out of 60 players on their money list with 2 top 10s in 8 events. Lefty's combined scoring average on the PGA Tour, which includes the latter part of the 2021-2022 season before joining LIV, and the 2022 LIV golf season, was a whopping 72.86. You'd go broke on mini tours shooting those numbers. Fact is, the PGA Tour was more fun when it had a smiling Pied Piper like Phil, regardless if it may have been some manufactured persona designed to haul in endorsements and fan adulation. Now we're left with a 20 pounds lighter Phil that probably won't ever return to his marvelous form on or off the course. That is sad. Really, really sad.